What's up, everyone? Yes, I'm back at the Couch of Tranquility, or whatever I'm gonna call it. It's just a couch, okay? It's just deal with it. I'm sitting on a couch right now. That's what life is. That's what's going on. My hiney's on this cushiony chair thing, love seat, whatever. We're back to business. Today I want to talk about something that I've been thinking of, because I just get tired just seeing all these cars driving everywhere and just all these homeless people, businesses, and just pollution and crap. I'm thinking, what if money didn't exist? How would that work? So, this isn't me proposing an argument. This isn't me becoming a hippie. This isn't me, whatever some negative interpretation is, okay? I'm just talking on camera, just thinking aloud, brainstorming, coming up with ideas. You do with that info what you will, okay? So I don't want to see any comments of "you're an idiot, it wouldn't work because blah 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 blah. Do your research before making a video." None of that crap. Just watch it or don't. I don't care. It's just me talking aloud. Anyway, now I got that whole disclaimer out of the way. I'm not denying that I'm talking out of my butt in this whole video. How could a moneyless society work? I mean, I think of it like, why couldn't it be like Minecraft? Hear me out on this, okay? Just watch the full video, please. I'll come to conclusions, and my gosh, these people annoy me. Just hear me out, okay? Because on Minecraft, all you basically do, I'm talking in terms of multiplayer servers, stuff like that, you guys just agree to be a team most of the time. I mean, there are a bunch of trolls, but whatever. You guys all just have separate jobs. You go and mine, or you go chop wood, or whatever. You gather resources, you build houses and stuff. And I'm not talking about the servers that have currencies and, all that stuff. It's like with Minecraft, you actually have to try to have currency. You actually have to just shove it in people's faces. You have to really implement in the game. And everyone has to be on board with it and play along with it. And you have to be like, no, don't go mining unless it's your job, and crap like that. So, yeah. It's like, I know real life is different from Minecraft, obviously. Physics-wise, you can't just break land that easily. You can't just chop trees that easily. It takes a lot of work. You can't just go boom, 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 and then that just breaks, and then you can just craft things in this imaginary overhead thing. Minecraft's just an example, by the way. I'm not saying life should be that, or life is that. I'm just, it could be similar to that. Like, why can't everyone just be a community, work together? Why does there have to be money? Why does everyone have to keep to themselves? Why does there have to be garbage and pollution and waste and homeless people and all this just crap? Why can't we just, I guess live like the settlers did in old days? If they even, I don't know how they lived. Okay, whatever. How it could work, I think, is just, who wants to go chop wood? Who wants to go mining? Who wants to be a farmer? Who wants to put thing here? And we could still have everything we have now. You just wouldn't be paid to do it. It'd all be volunteering, because it's like, well, without money, what's the motivation to have that thing exist? Kind of like how it is now. Like, we don't have something, so invent it. Or make it. You don't have to have factories or whatever, just have people handcraft it. Yeah, I want video games to exist. I want that to be a thing. Alright, let's get to work making it. I have an idea, we should make this new video game. Alright, just stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna make my own game. I'm gonna program it and stuff. And I don't need funds to do it, I just do it. It doesn't even need to be restaurants, because all that does is, it's like, what's the point? We have organic stuff. We have food comes out of the ground, off the trees and stuff. We're covered. aside from seasonal stuff, like we can't eat that until summertime, we can't eat this until winter time. I don't know how it works, okay? Like I said, I'm talking out of my butt this whole video. I don't know crap. I'm just talking aloud, brainstorming, coming up with an idea, and just stating it online. That's all I'm doing. So I'm probably super wrong. Maybe people have thought of this. I don't know. I'm just thinking, in a world without money, what it could be like. So yeah, can't disclaim enough, because there's gonna be people out there. I just know it. There'd be more friendships, because we all have to work together. There would be more of a sense of community, and everyone's volunteering and giving their time to do things, and we'd have a lot of free time as well, I think. Like, we just, or at the very least it'd be the same as now. We just go gather resources, and we could still have the machines to help us do it, obviously, but it's just like, oh, it's running low, let's go get some oil, or let's, I saw this video online on YouTube, so it must be true, right? Of, like the possibility to have renewable energies and stuff that isn't just reliant on oil and fossil fuels and all that crud. Like, it's out there, but like the big companies don't want us to have access to it or something. Like people bought Fords and they got like really good gas mileage that they didn't think was possible, and Ford was like, oh, can we please have it back? You're not supposed to know about that, stuff like that. I don't know how true that stuff is. I don't know crap about that. I'm just saying, if that is true, if there is energy resources out there available, if things can run on like hose water, or I don't know, put thing here, like yard waste or fruit waste or something, if it can just run on that stuff, then why don't we do it? Then yeah, there's our energy right there. And there doesn't need to be cars, although there could be, like if you have to go somewhere, be like, or heck, we could have new modes of transportation, like for sunny regions have solar panels, for windy regions have a sail or something to like windmills and stuff like that, or for rainy regions use like a water wheel type thing or something, you know, just depending on from region to region, what the weather conditions are like. We could just have just the climate and environment around you fueling stuff. I don't know if that's possible or not, but it's a cool concept to think about, at least. Just make what we need. It'd be no different. Just make what you need, work on stuff, and, you know, there'd be laws, of course, like there is now. There'd be law enforcers, but it'd all be just volunteering stuff you want to do. And it wouldn't be so every man for himself. It would be more, we're a community. It's alright, you don't need this thing that everyone in the law just happens to agree on that it has value, and if you don't have it, you're nothing, you're nobody, you're worthless, go die in a hole, we're not gonna help you, you're the scum of the earth. I mean, this just paper that we decided has value. It's like, what in the world? Like Louis C.K.'s joke about it, like if God were to come down and look at everything, even though he could see it from where he is, I'm sure, just be like, what the heck did you guys do? What is all of this? What do you need money for? What do you need this for? It's like, he gave us everything we need. Why are we doing all this crap, unnecessary crap, jobs, and just polluting crap, and not, you know, life's unfair. If you have a mental disorder, screw you, or whatever. It's just really unfortunate. It's like, and it doesn't seem there's any way to go back either. It just seems like this is it, because, you know, the moment you propose an idea, everyone's gonna be like, no, he's anti-American, no, it's not gonna work out, tradition, you can't mess up our ways, and everyone's just so set in their way. most people are gonna disagree with that. So, and I'd love to just go somewhere, and if I had the know-how, start a country of my own to see if this stuff would work. Problem is, all the land is already taken and owned by countries. So it's just not possible. Everywhere you go, there's you're on someone's property, whether it be government property or somebody owns something. Everything is under a country, and you just can't do it. I guess unless you live in like the Alaskan wilderness or something. Maybe there would work. I don't know. Because it looks like a lot of people do live in the wilderness, kind of like camping, you know, where they just gather resources and just live off of the wilderness. They just live out there. They don't have jobs. They just gather resources. They build a shelter and hunt food and farm and crap. It's like, why can't society just be like that? And now I imagine that's all good said and done. It could work for tighter small communities, maybe. But what about the entire population, let alone a country or a state? How would that work, you may ask? Good question. I have no idea. Like I said, I'm just talking out of my butt here. But it could work. I mean, think about it. We could have just laws, and everyone just does what they want to. By that I mean they can do whatever job they want to. They could just, you know, if you want something, make it. Or it's like, hey, we like video games, so we're gonna get together and make video games like those of a like mind. They get together and just do the thing. And we still have, well, not really school, but like kids can just go get hands-on experience and learn about the world around them, and just be this community. There's no 8-hour work day or school day. Go there for a long time, then come back home. Everyone keeps to themselves. Blah blah blah. Competition, capitalism, or communism, whatever country you're in. I don't know. It'd just be, alright, let's go learn about this today, and let's go do this and that. You know what I mean? I think could work. But then there's the aspect of not everyone's on board. Obviously, I'd say we'd still have military and government and all that crap, but it just wouldn't be nothing would involve money, because let's face it, that's like most of the world's problems right now is money. The Bible even says it's the root of all evil. It's a tool, can be used for good or evil, but a lot of the times it can be abused and used for evil. So it's like a status thing. Not having it can ruin your life, and just all this crap. You know, why can't we just live as a big community? And it's like, well, what about theft and all that stuff? Like I said, there would be law and order, but that being said, why would anyone need to steal stuff? There's no money. There's no buying it or anything. Why would they want to steal stuff if they already have a life of their own? They have their own task or job or whatever you want to call it. Their own duties and chores. They have their own things to do. Alright, who wants this computer we made? We'll make a bunch for the community. Alright, here, you have one, you have one. Alright, let's make some more. It'd be like a big camping trip almost. I don't know, it's just an idea. And of course, would these communities get in disputes with one another? How do you decide who gets what property? It'd just be, you take that house, you take that house, you and your family take that house over there. Alright, you need a house, we'll build you one over there. And preferably, just kind of agreed upon rule, don't have more than 2 to 3 children, because we don't want to overpopulate everything. We don't want to convolute what we got going here. We want this to stay as it is. And though, of course, you'd still have the freedom to, but that's just my personal philosophy. It's like, you don't want to make it too crowded. There wouldn't be traffic, because everyone who chose to work on the thing would just be working on new ideas and stuff, and there'd be plenty of time. There wouldn't be a budget needed. You just gather resources. Okay, here, have a bunch of metal and stuff. Now, invent something, create the thing you need. If that makes any sense, just make what you need / want to make. Who wants this? Okay, here you go. You know, like, without money, there's still motivation there because you want the thing to exist. You want to have the thing. You want your friends to have the thing. To do the thing together or whatever. Anyone writes a book, alright, let's go get it published. And we'll get a bunch of copies to those who want the copies. Hey, let's start a band and make music. Okay. Now let's go to the recording studio and make it. Alright. I don't know, that's just an idea I have. Maybe that's what heaven's like. I don't know. I know it's probably a stupid idea, but I'm just thinking out loud. It's like, why couldn't that work? Maybe it could, maybe it couldn't, I don't know. But it's just something to think about, I guess. And whoever has a mental disorder, we fully accept that that's a thing, and we treat it right then and there. You know, we're a tight community. Everyone is, knows one another. Obviously, I mean, it might be spread out as it is now, but because we'd be working together so much, you know, we'd know everyone instead of just everyone keeps to themselves. Like, I'm just gonna go get a job and then go home at the end of the day. Maybe attend church on Sunday. That's my life. Aside from a few hobbies and a couple summer activities, working together and stuff. I don't know. What do you guys think? What's some other ideas that you have to fill in on that? How could it not work? Aside from calling me names and saying I should do my research and all that baloney, just explain how, you know, why it wouldn't work, or what your ideas would be for a society that could be like that. And you know, this is just all theoretical stuff. I'm not proposing anything. I'm not saying we should or we shouldn't. I'm not saying blah blah blah. I'm just talking aloud, brainstorming how life could be, like how it could have been. It's all theoretical stuff, all what could be world that I'm coming up with in my head about what real life could be like. I'm just thinking out loud, really. Just having a discussion. That's what this is just a discussion. So if you want to know the discussion, go ahead, but be civil about it. Be a part of the discussion or don't. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. I did make a video about misconceptions of Flat Earth, so check that out if you want to. Just go watch it, okay? Then you'll know my stance on it and everything I have to say about it. And I noticed I've been losing a few subscribers. I don't know if that's because of that video, or recent content, or the change in username. Who knows? I just want to start doing what I want to do instead of having to pander to just, I'm gonna make news about geekiness, you know, blah blah blah. No, I want to talk about what I want to talk about. I want to make this is my channel. I want to make what I want to make, and let's see if people are on board with it. Holy crap, it's been nearly 21 minutes. See you guys in whatever next video I make. Goodbye.